A unique high school could be in jeopardy. The crossing takes in students who have dropped out or been kicked out of public high school.
It currently teaches students from 11 northern Indiana school corporations. WSBT's Kelly Cheatham is live at the South Bend campus. And Kelly, the board that oversees that campus says the school is in danger of closing.
It's all about funding, Deborah, or I guess you could say a lack thereof. Now, you mentioned there are 11 school corporations in northern Indiana that take part in it. They all have to pay a fee in order for their students to attend the crossing. South Bend is the only school in the program that doesn't pay. Without that money, people who run this campus say it will likely have to close. 18-year-old Eric Bowman says the Crossing Alternative School saved his life.
I was getting into a lot of trouble, skipping school a lot, wrapped up in a lot of the wrong things.
3 years ago, he dropped out of Riley and wound up here.
They're some of the most caring people I've ever met.
It's not just school. We spend time with them. We have them over to our houses. We make dinner for them.
But the Crossing's executive director says a major drop in private funding put the school in a world of hurt.
If we do not get a partnership with South Bend Community Schools for the next coming school year, we will have to close this crossing.
They're asking for money. $6,000 per student would keep the building open.
It's a win-win for the community. We're going to bring more and more kids off the street and educate them so they're not involved in violence and drugs.
The writing is on the wall. Nearly 2 weeks ago, police say Rashad Taylor shot and killed 16-year-old Eddie Ward Jr. outside a gas station. Both boys had been students at the crossing, but the executive director says they dropped out because they could not afford the $10 weekly fee. But is that enough to convince South Bend School Board members to pay up?
We're in a budget crunch and we're in the midst of a recession.
Knowing that, it makes this kind of hard to really say whether it's something we can do or not do.
For Eric Bowman, who's just a few months shy of graduation,
And I look at my future and it's important to me instead of just a blur.
the thought of not having the crossing is a problem he can't afford.
We don't want to give up on our kids.
Administrators from the crossing are presenting their funding dilemma to the South Bend School Board at Monday night's meeting. That does not mean, though, they will have a vote right away. Basically, what will happen is Superintendent Capso will talk it over with the board members, then they will decide if they want to bring it up for a vote. Deborah?
Kelly, the crossing says South Bend schools won't actually be out of any money if they end up paying for students to go there.
That's what they say. It's kind of complicated here. Schools get money based on the student attendance on what are called average daily membership, or ADM days. Administrators at the housing say that's typically $6,200 a year per student. Now, if the corporation has a partnership with the crossing, they say paying that money back here means that they wouldn't ever be out any money. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it does
make
sense.
It's kind of complicated.
All right, Kelly Cheatham live in South Bend tonight. Thank you, Kelly.